Welcome back to Kingdom Cast. It's your host, Bad Lil Chuck. We back at it again with another episode. This week, we all know what it is, man. It's Raider Week, AFC West Showdown. A lot of implications are at hand for this one. But before we get into all that, I'd like to introduce my guys, man. Top right hand corner is my guy Country. Bottom of the screen is my guy Boogie. As we all know, everybody in the AFC West, they all got 5 wins. So it's anybody's division. And right now, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get to it, man. Well, I got a little technical difficulties on my end. So we good? We good,
You
fellas?
good now? You good now? You good now? Yep.
All right, cool, cool. All right, well, we'll start things off, man. Country, how you doing, my brother?
I'm doing good, man. Just sneaking in the car. My son's at basketball practice, so trying to sneak this episode in. Couldn't let it go without an episode on Raider Week, so we had to get it in real fast, Paul.
Absolutely. What's going on, Regina? Thanks for tuning in. We feeling great about it. We know what the rivalry is. This is what it's all about. So,
Regina,
so
you
Bug, what's
turned
going on
Chuck
with you,
out,
man?
so we on his heels, man. We ain't gonna let him slide like he did me last episode too. How you doing, Regina? We're gonna talk about the
Yeah,
ugly for 30 seconds.
yeah, we'll see about that, Bug.
Harp, yeah.
That's what's up, Regina. It's a tough one. It's a tough. This is gonna be a tough game for sure. Definitely. I was how say he saw Tech Nine. Tech Nine be everywhere, man.
Let's get it.
But, but
He's
nah,
all
man. But nah, man. Let's get to it, man. First off, as everyone knows, let's go ahead and get it out the way. Odell Beckham Jr. He made his decision to sign with the Rams. We was in the running, but then again, we may not have been in the running. Maybe we kind of slept on the timeline a bit in regards to him signing with in LA. Because we all know who's out in LA too. They kind of clicked up when he made that catch. But we ain't gotta say no names. We ain't gonna get into all that. But but
Yeah, you right. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So so I mean, we didn't get him. Josh Reynolds, he got claimed as well. So I just want to ask you guys this, man. I mean, how you guys feel about the team moving forward? You know what I mean? Like the past few weeks, defense been on point. Offense, they still been sputtering. Like we averaging 12 points per game in the last 3 games. I mean, when does the switch turn on? Like when do we flip that switch on offense? So all 3 phases of football, all 3 phases of the game can be on point.
apparently the switch was flipped on the last drive of the last game. That's what everybody seems to be saying. So we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. It needs to be flipped though, because it's getting crucial right now, and it's wide open for everybody. So, um, if you was gonna ever flip the switch, if we had a switch to flip, it needs to be flipped right now because it's wide open. The time is right. So hopefully Mahomes is on his game, and the defense keeps progressing and doing what they've been doing the last couple of weeks. And that's what's up.
Yeah, I don't think everyone's in the running but Rams. I think the me was yeah, yeah. That's all it
Probably,
was. That's all. That's all it was, Regina. You know what I
probably.
mean? The media did a good job of throwing these teams in our face like that. But the Rams definitely had the inside track, and we just slipped on it. Because at the same time when Deshaun Jackson got cut, Kyle already mentioned it. You know what I mean? I might as well say it. LeBron tweeted hashtag free OBJ, and then that's when
Mm.
things kicked off. Everybody was saying free OBJ. Then we saw Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase. They both wore free Odell shirts and all that. So you kind of slipped through that timeline. So
I would have took him, but I ain't too messed up about it. Like, uh, he would have helped. He would have helped, but apparently it was already in motion for him to go to LA, and then Robert Woods tore his ACL the same day that he signed. So it seemed like it was all a plot and a plan, and they just gave him more money. So it's all good. You win some, you lose some. We won with these same guys that we got. So win with who you came to the dance with, bro.
Right. And like, are we sure that Robert Woods tore his ACL that same day? I mean, don't y'all
They
think
said
that?
Friday.
I mean, yeah, don't y'all think that he might have tore his ACL before then? Like the Rams kind of knew this ahead of time, and they just kept
They
everything under wraps.
they said he injured it, finished practice, and then found out. I just seen. I think Schefter said it.
Yeah, but my thing is this: Robert Woods might have tore his ACL earlier in the week, and they just kept it quiet. That could also be a possibility. So let's see here. So BJ, agree, country. We don't need him. Just give. Yeah, absolutely, man. And we said a few episodes ago, man. After the bye week, hopefully Josh Gordon finally gets fully incorporated into the offense. Let's see. What y'all
Yeah.
say? We need more of a defensive plan. I mean, we've been playing like it's been more of a defensive type of game. So I mean, we're currently showing that we can win either way again. And Kyle said, if that's the case, Chuck, the Rams are finable. That's against CBA and league rules. I mean, yeah, but at the same time, you know how these sports leagues are. Like, there's special rules for special teams, dog. We know how this go, man. So, 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 like, with that being said, man, let's go ahead and get to the rivalry, man. Let's go ahead and get into things. First off, I'm gonna do the injury report. As we all know, Lucas Niang and Mike Remmers, they're both gonna be out. Kyle Long, he's gonna be the backup. He's gonna be the emergency right tackle. So it's still gonna be Andrew Wiley starting at that right tackle spot. I'm kind of uneasy about that just because the Raiders have been one of the best pass rushing teams in the league so far. Max Crosby's having a heck of a year. Carl Nassib's been solid, and that's gonna be something to look out for. So, I mean, how do you feel? How do you guys feel about Andrew Wiley being the right tackle again this week?
Hopefully they activate Kyle Long in the next 2 hours. That's how I feel about it. Nah, I think Wiley can hold up for a game. I mean, he don't got to be perfect. He just don't let Pat get killed. But like we've been saying, Pat always thrives in chaos. So if he got to run out the pocket and all that stuff, this might play into what he been wanting to do anyway. So yeah, it's a bad matchup on both tackles actually for Orlando Brown and Max Crosby. So or Andrew Wiley. So it, you know what I'm saying? Maybe as long as the interior do their job, then maybe that's what he want to do. Because Pat like to run and get out the pocket. So we gonna see what he do. Oh, and their offensive line sucks too. So it might be just a free fall all day. So with the way our D line is playing and the way their O line is playing, their O line is not good. It's better, but it's not that good. But we'll see. I don't like that matchup though, because yeah, it's scary.
like it's basically not elite. That's basically what you're saying. Like the offensive line is solid, like it's better than what it has been, but it's not elite. I mean,
Right.
we can still win our matchups too. So it's gonna be interesting, man. I think the trench wars are definitely gonna be important, like it's always important. You know what I mean? But this week, it's definitely gonna be something to look out for. And we'll see before on our end, on our D line, like when Frank Clark and Jaron Reed went up against this Raiders team overseas a few years ago. I mean, when I seen Frank come off that edge, man, that looked like the same Frank Clark we just saw last week.
Is that the one where he cried? Where Derek Carr was crying on?
So it might have been not the first time he looked like he was crying. So
I want to see Orlando Brown versus Ndonku. Is that his name? Spell checking.
Ngakwe.
N-
Yeah,
Y'all know who I'm talking about. Yeah. I want to
exactly. I
see. I
don't.
want to see that matchup, man. Coming off that edge. Orlando Brown was, that last. Who was that against the Titans? He got beat up. This gonna be a nice little test for him. Get his bounce back. I could see
Yeah,
Mahomes getting strip sacked this game.
yeah. That's
He
my
got one
concern
in
because
Doku. He got one last week. Coming off that edge, I could see it happening this week. Hopefully not. We got
Hey, you know
hopefully
what I
Mahomes
noticed?
steps in that pocket better, man, this week. Not just dropping hella far back when that pass or speed rush comes.
Yeah. You know what I noticed? I watched the highlights of the 2 games we played last year. All the guys that were killing us aren't there anymore. Aguilar, Ruggs, they was the guys that was really, really killing us. They're not there anymore. That deep ball that Derek Carr was killing us with last year, he hasn't been throwing it lately because he don't got nobody to throw to. So I don't
Nah,
know. It might
he throw
interfere
the ball deep
salary.
more than any quarterback in the league this year.
I know, but recently he hasn't. Since he lost Ruggs, since he lost what's the other kid? Didn't they lose Ruggs, right? That was a deep ball guy, right?
yeah, that was a deep threat, but they only lost them for one game. Like this week, they got Deshaun Jackson. I mean, Deshaun. I don't know how much. I don't know how many snaps Deshaun Jackson's gonna play, but I think he'll be out there to try to stretch the field, take top off the defense here and there.
How do you think
Raiders got weapons.
what is he gonna do? What
I
plays has he learned? He only been there 4 days.
man, look, they gonna tell that man just run a go route basically, whenever he's
Basically.
out there.
Who would you
So
match up with Jack? I'll put Fenton on Jackson. I would put Ward on Waller or what's the other kid? Braylon Edwards or Mark Edwards or I don't know his
Brian
name.
Edwards, Brian
Brian Edwards.
Edwards.
Brian Edwards. I would put Ward on him. I'll put Snead on Renfro, or I don't know. Snead can bounce around.
Yeah.
I definitely
Speaking
want him
of
on Renford.
right, because speaking of Renfro, man, that's the one guy I'm really concerned about. Because with Hunter Renfro, man, like the choice route he does, like that route is special on third downs, dog. Like it looks damn near unstoppable every time he runs it, man. Like you really gotta be disciplined to go up against Hunter Renfro on third downs because he's that special. Like he's really sneaky at running that little choice route or what you call a China route.
A China route.
Yeah, Snead should
Listen,
be good. That's a good matchup for Snead in that slot, bro. But you said you more worried about him. I'm more worried about Jacobs, man. Josh Jacobs kind of like what would make that offense go to me. If he clicking and he's running, getting 4 or 5 yards of carry, then they can play action and Carr can throw deep. If we get Carr into obvious passing downs, it's different, man. When we just know they passing it and we bringing pressure and Carr floating it, floating the ball up, throwing it up, that's the Carr we want. We don't want Carr being able to play action, stepping in the pocket, throwing the deep, Waller, getting them deep crossing routes. We don't want none of that.
Yeah.
Huh? Josh Jacobs he played good last week.
yeah, but that's true what Kyle said. Like Josh Jacobs, he really ain't had like a big performance, but he's been coming along decent. Like he's been finding the end zone somewhat lately.
He was
So
injured too, though. He missed a
Yeah,
game or
he was
two,
hurt a
right?
lot too. He's on
yeah,
my
he was.
fantasy team. He's not giving me anything.
Yeah, he
I'm just
played good
pathetic.
last week against the Giants.
Yeah, he did.
Well,
But
that's where Nick Bolton comes into play. He needs to get more snaps this week.
yeah,
I
but
don't
we
have
all
a problem with his being on the field. I do have a problem with him taking snaps from Gay and Bolton. You need to take snaps from Neiman, not the other way around. Like figure out a way to get him involved that way. But he's not that great in coverage either. So I mean, it's damned if you do, damned if you don't, really. So I don't know.
But it's like this though. We've been beating that drum since the beginning of the season, dog. Like y'all know how I feel about Ben Neiman on the show, man.
Yeah,
Self-explanatory.
it
You
ain't gonna
guys been
change.
seeing it.
It ain't gonna change. Not this season.
Nah, it's not. And on top of that, man, on top of y'all saying Josh Jacobs, man, we also got to keep an eye on Kenyon Drake because Kenyon Drake he's getting snaps again since Gruden
Yeah.
got let go. He's back. He's been a key third down back. And here's another thing with Kenyon Drake.
He looked good
He's
last
been
week
one.
too.
Yeah, he's been one of the best goal line backs or one of the best red zone backs in the league since last season. So that's another guy we got to keep an eye on.
No.
Yeah, cool.
A little bit. Turnovers, period. You hear me say I think he might get strip sacked this week. It's turnovers, period. I'm with you. I want Gore to run the ball too. Shit.
Yeah, they need to play a clean game of football. The margin for error is little, very little. If they come out playing like they've been playing offensively, it's extremely small margin of error. If they come out playing like they play, like they supposed to play, they got a little room for error, but not a lot. Either way it go, they don't have a lot of room for error.
Yeah, they definitely don't, man. And last week we were very fortunate about the turnover battle because there was times where the Packers could have got more turnovers. Like we still putting the ball on the turf. I mean, we
Let me
still
address
gotta.
this
No,
comment
we
right here,
don't.
Chuck. Hold on.
No, we don't,
Need
man.
Mahomes to play like Alex Smith. Now, okay,
No, we
Kev,
don't.
a couple of weeks ago, I agree with you, but then Pat came out and said, Pat's comments over the weekend, he's never going to play like Alex Smith, bro. He just
Why
not.
would
That's
y'all
not how
want
he
that?
do it.
Yeah, why do
No,
we?
I'm
Why
saying,
do?
no, I think they saying take what the defense gives you, just keep moving the ball down the field. Pat's not going to do it, bro. His comments
Why would you
basically
want?
said that this week. I'm going to keep taking shots. I'm going to keep taking shots. If I
Y'all
see
want?
it, I'm going to take it.
Y'all want to drive 25 in a Ferrari?
My thing, yeah, because my thing is this, bro. Like,
Hell no.
I want Patrick to take some things from Alex Smith, but I don't want him just to all of a sudden not be aggressive. You know what I mean? I don't want that aggressiveness to
Yeah, no.
completely be taken away. Just take
No.
some elements.
If you take away that aggressiveness, Mahomes not Mahomes, bro. Like that's him. That's the whole thing.
Yep.
That's what we've been
And
talking for. We've been talking about it for weeks. The same thing that people love Mahomes for, they was hating him for a couple weeks ago. He gonna throw some gamble. He gonna throw some
I
50-50 balls. He gonna try to stretch the field. That's what Pat do. That's what Pat do. It ain't I thought that maybe he would slow down and be patient. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen.
I just think we need more, like you said last episode, Chuck. We need to just be rolling them out, getting them outside the pocket, doing that type of shit. I don't think we need to be making him Alex Smith, man.
yeah, man, QB waggles, dog. Because at the end of the day,
Yeah.
bro, at the end of the day, man, Patrick's gonna have to throw in some tight windows. Like if you
But,
notice,
but wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why is it such a negative thing for him to play like Alex Smith? I'm thinking
What?
the other side of Alex Smith. Hold on, Boogie. Hold on. The side of Alex Smith is playing smart, using your legs, taking using, you know what I'm saying, like putting yourself in a smart position. It's not all negative for playing like Alex Smith.
thing
No.
is we've been seeing Patrick Mahomes use his legs quite often this season. I
He didn't
mean
use his
that's
legs
one thing.
last week.
Yep.
None. He didn't run
Yeah, that's the
against Green
first.
Bay.
That's the first game. That's the
I
first game he ain't
know.
run all year.
All right.
But then y'all say that, but then when they get hit, it's like, oh, he need to learn how to slide, and he need to, which one do you really want him running the ball more like that, or do you want? I don't want him running
Right.
the ball more. I want him on the outside of the pocket running to throw.
Yeah. No, Pat's a smart runner.
Alex Smith
He's
wasn't
not
doing
gonna
that.
run unless he got it. He's not gonna run just to be running. He's not Lamar Jackson. No disrespect. Um, he's not gonna just be running and taking hits like Daniel Jones and all them cats. Like that. That's not his game. If he got it, he'll
I
take
don't
that
know.
lane.
Here's the thing. Here's what Kyle just said it. He was allergic to risk, dog. That was the biggest issue because when those safeties did come up, Alex wasn't taking advantage of it, and we've seen it many
Yep.
times, especially against Pittsburgh in that playoff game when Tyreek was running open on like three different plays specifically. He was running wide open down the field, and he didn't hit him. He just refused to let the ball go. So I want Alex. I want Patrick Mahomes to take some more flats or more checkdowns, but I don't want him to just lose his aggressiveness at the same time. Just mix it up. Just find that balance again. That's all.
Yeah.
Just play smart, bro. It's not. It, it's like people say Alex Smith, and it's like, oh, like Alex Smith won us games too. Like he kept us. He made us a winning franchise. Like it's not totally negative to play like Alex Smith. It's a lot of Alex Smiths out in the league right now.
Yeah, and
We don't
somebody
want
just
that.
mentioned.
We paying him $500 million, man.
Right, but you don't want him losing either or throwing 4 interceptions either.
Yeah, Kyle. Like,
Like
here's the
like you
thing.
said, it's a balance. It's a balance to it. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. Whatever. Who cares? As long as we win, I don't care who he looks like. He can look like Dan Marino. He can look like I don't. Who cares? As long as we win. The whole goal right now is winning. We need W's. So if they don't put up 30, who cares? If they put up 14 and win, I don't care. We need W's right now.
Shit.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I'm gonna address Kyle's comment. Kyle, I did see Seth's tweet and everything. And listen, we already said that we didn't put the full blame on Mahomes last week. I mean, despite the win, what I mean, as far as the why the offense was sputtering, we addressed the drops on the show. We addressed everybody dropping the ball from Travis Kelsey to McCole Hardman. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? We already addressed that as far as people dropping the ball and fumbling. So listen, like there's the narratives that's going on with Patrick Mahomes saying that the league is figuring him out. They just they just they just figured out how to slow him down, son. I don't think they completely figured him out to where
They ain't
he's
figured
not.
him out either. He's still top 5 in yards, top 5 in touchdowns. That
Yeah,
ain't figuring him out. They figured out Lamar Jackson, and he damn near an MVP candidate. Ain't nobody figured out nothing. That's just a narrative to say, oh, that's why they lost, because they figured him out. How you figure him
They
out? He's
they
still
didn't
top
figure
5
something
in
out.
touchdowns. Huh?
They didn't figure something out. If you telling him to play more like Alex Smith, they didn't figure something out.
Okay.
I'm
Country
just
ain't feeling
saying.
that at all.
It's just like when you use Alex Smith, it's automatically some negative thing. It's just like, why though? I don't get it. But
Bruh,
anyway,
Alex gave us PTSD at times, dog. That's all I'm gonna say on
Alex
that. He gave us
also puts you in a
PTSD at
position
times,
where you
bro.
at now though. Where was we at before Alex?
I
4-12,
mean,
2-14.
yeah, yeah, we was near the bottom.
Oh, uh, shoot, get that man the same respect, bro.
Okay, yeah, Alex Smith was a good regular season quarterback. He gave the defense many opportunities. He
Yeah.
kept the
And at
defense.
that time, that's what we needed. Now we on another level. So him play. Never mind. Forget it, bro. I don't. It's like, why are we arguing about that?
Yeah, don't
It's
Because
yeah,
I'm about
leave that alone. Leave that alone, man. Leave that
because
alone.
I because here's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say that at times Alex did keep the defense on the sideline. I'm talking about our defense. Our defense on the sideline just so we can be rested. And if the offense did score, they get back out there and have opportunity to make plays. I mean, that's the one positive thing I'll say about Alex. But other than that, man, that dude, he wasn't risk averse enough. But we off that though. We off that now. Um,
yes,
the
please.
the The one thing I'm concerned about in this matchup is Gus
Mm.
Bradley. Because Gus Bradley, that was a huge acquisition for the Raiders. He's a guy that's kind of given the Chiefs offense fits before. Like he's made us have to work. You know what I mean? Made us have to work, drive down the field. Because in his scheme, you're not gonna get many explosive plays. But there's a perfect time to attack his defense. You know, because we seen last year in the Chargers game when he was still in the Chargers defense coordinator, like at the very last minute, we didn't know Justin Herbert was playing. We know about Tyrod Taylor getting stabbed. You know what I mean? Um, Later on in the game, after Patrick Mahomes got pressured, he was running for his life. Late in the game, he found Tyreek down the field. You know what I mean, for the explosive play. So the explosive plays can happen against the defense. It's just a matter of timing. It's just a matter of how the game flow is.
That's why everybody keep pointing to that last drive, bro. That Pat got his little swagger back with the pass to Kelsey, the pass to Tyreek late in the game. You know what I'm saying? That we ain't seen that all year, and we ain't seen him get that happy over a regular first down. Like he was letting all that frustration out, bro. Like, okay, I can do this. I think he just needed to see one of them completed so he can be like, yo, I can do this. I can do it. He needed to
Yeah,
prove it to himself. And I think that's what he got back in that last drive.
yeah, because in that mic'd up with Orlando Brown, he was like, "I do this shit. I do this shit." Like when he scored, like when he completed that first down, to seal the game. Yeah,
Yeah.
Patrick, he definitely let that emotion out, man.
It's like when you playing Boogie and Madden and he beat you the first time, but then you get him or you come close or he pull it out at the last second, you like, yo, I can play with Boogie. You know what I'm saying? It's more confidence. I can play with him now. So I can do this. I know I can beat him. Or come close to beating him. You know what I'm saying? I can play better. So that's what I think it is. He got his swagger back a little bit.
Yep,
We'll
definitely.
see. We'll see Sunday because I thought he got his swagger back in Washington, but we'll
He
see.
should have some success against this secondary, man.
I
Yeah,
mean,
this secondary is trash.
as long as you don't really target Casey Hayward like that, because Casey Hayward, he's playing like one of the best cornerbacks in the league so far this season.
Yeah,
As
he
long
don't
as you,
play good against Tyreek though.
but wasn't that what I mean? Yes, but at the same time, wasn't that more so like Chris Harris when he was when he was with the Chargers uniform? Because I remember Hayward and Chris Harris was on that same secondary, and
Yeah, that
and
was
Mike
Chris
And
Harris.
Tyreek
That was
and
Chris
Tyreek
Harris.
was lined up. Yeah, Tyreek was lined up on Chris Harris more, and that's when he did his damage in the slot.
Yeah. Yeah. This is the game for Travis Kelsey. This is a Travis
Bounce
Kelsey.
back.
Travis always eat against the Raiders. Always. So if you can get Travis and
Back.
Pat on the same level to where they competing and doing what they do, then that's good things. The league
Yeah,
is already on watch, bro. The league is on notice that hey, the Chiefs might be almost back in this thing.
I mean, we weren't really out of it for real. You know what I mean? Like the AFC. Listen, I mentioned this in the spaces actually. I said the AFC is gonna be some musical chairs in the AFC, man. Like nobody's really safe for right now, but this is definitely an opportunity for the Chiefs to put a stamp on things and establish themselves as one of the top teams in the AFC at the end of the day.
Look, Kyle, I hope so.
Please, Cal.
I hope so. I think that Josh Gordon game is coming, bro. Hopefully it's more than one game, but I think that Josh Gordon game is coming. It has to be.
I got a question for you fellas.
Do you
I
think
tweeted
Kelsey
this
is
out.
washed? Look at this statement. Do y'all
What?
think Kelsey is washed?
Hell no, man. What?
Oh man, come on, Kevin the
Y'all
trucker. Come
exaggerate.
on,
Now y'all
dog.
over exaggerating,
Come
man.
on,
Come on,
dog.
man. Hold on.
Come
Do you
on,
see his stats?
man.
He's still the best tight end in the league this year, bro.
Hey,
Like
He's
the
that's the funny thing. Like Travis still on pace for 1,300 yards. Tyreek still
right.
on pace for
come on,
1,400
man.
yards or whatever. He's damn. He's top five in the receiving. It's like we've been playing
That
in a
ain't it,
cocoon
bro.
for like a month and a half, but we still at the top of everything, bro. It ain't. They just got to get on the same page.
Bottom line is this, dog. We turn the ball over too damn much. That's the bottom line. That's the main thing that's killing the offense is
I think
turnovers,
so.
bro. But Boogie, you had a question.
He
You said you had
trolling,
a
man.
question. You said you had a question, Boogie. What was your question?
Yeah, I want to ask y'all. Tweet this out, man. If our offense we start off slow and stuff, we start getting some stops on defense. Do y'all think we should let Tyreek get back out there on the punt return? We ain't had that all year for real. They usually give us that little spark. I'm not saying every time, but
I
Yeah,
think you should use it, and it should be a special occasion.
yeah. That's like
Probably playoffs. If they just need something, then I've seen them do it. They did it earlier this season. They kicked it away from them though. But yeah, it got to be something
only
special.
playoffs.
No, not just playoffs. They did it earlier this year. They did it against Buffalo, I think.
Yeah, my thing is this: Tyreek doing punt returns. That's a break glass in case of emergency type of situation with Tyreek. Like Boogie said, just in case the Chiefs need that spark all of a sudden. That's the only time you will consider putting Tyreek back there. But other than that, at this point in Tyreek's career, man, he gonna be playing wide receiver,
Yeah,
and I think you need to focus on that more
I
because
would
Tyreek.
I would take McCall off of it too, bro. Just put Mike Hughes and Brian Pringle back there and call it a day. You already damn near bench Mike Hughes. He's the fifth cornerback right now. Put him back there. That's the only thing he was good at.
Yep. But
Shit.
man, like, when is DeAndre Baker gonna be activated again? Is he gonna see the field again?
Yeah.
No,
Hey, the way you've been harping for
probably
Neiman, that's
not.
all I've been harping for Baker. I don't know who Baker pissed off. Maybe
But
he's still hurt. What happened, Bill?
Chuck, who you gonna put Baker over right now?
I mean, you can put him in front of Hughes.
Well, Hughes
Hughes haven't been
already on the
playing like
bench.
that though.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I know. I'm just saying though.
Nah, that ship sailed, bro. It was a couple weeks ago. They should have used that ship.
But then again, we don't really use like four cornerbacks like that. I mean, we rarely use dime. Like we play dime, but we rarely like use it. What was Phil saying
Yeah.
about Baker the other day?
Phil, who was Phil? Phil who? Phil
Uh,
Sims?
no, no, no.
Oh, in the spaces, in the spaces.
You talking about Magruder, dog.
Oh, what'd he say?
Oh, yeah, Philip. He
Phil
mentioned
say a
something.
lot. That's my
Yeah,
dog, man. He says a lot though.
he
What'd he
basically
say?
he mentioned something in regards to the DB room. I mean, the DB coaches. I mean, bottom line is, I guess it's politics, bro, with DeAndre Baker. So who
Hey,
knows when
bro,
he's gonna.
at this point, Madison and Merrick can go, bro. What have they really done? I,
The corner's been playing good the last 2 weeks, man. Hold on, we can't say that
you know,
after Green
notice
Bay
the D
game.
line
We
been
can't
playing.
say that.
The D line been playing better too.
Yeah, but
Right.
Snead
I
had
mean,
his best game as a Chief.
but we said this
At the
before on the
same time,
show.
when Chris Jones and Frank Clark and Melvin Ringler showed up, then all of a sudden Snead having his best game of his career. You think one affects that? Is a cause and effect, or we trip?
Dog, we said it on the show before. The defensive line helps out the secondary always when they
Yeah,
own it. When they
they
getting
benefit
home,
off
the
each
secondary
other.
plays better. Man, I
Oh,
don't know
Kyle,
about
ain't
that,
nobody
Kyle.
asked you that, man. Shut up.
Kyle, I don't know about that, dude. Hopefully you was eating
Snead had
healthy,
a
Kyle.
pick, and then he had that swat. That was all him. I'm not saying the pass rush didn't have nothing to do with it, but that was ball skills. Fitton been
Yeah,
balling all year.
Oh yeah.
Ward
yeah.
these last 2 weeks, he didn't look legit. So I can't say let's get rid of Sam Madison off of that. And Baker was coming off a broken leg. I told y'all start the year, I didn't think he was gonna play like that. That's a serious injury.
I
Okay, I
mean,
might have went too far saying firearm. Okay, whatever.
I don't, but I don't know, man. At the same time, I am kind of missing Al Harris in Dallas right now. You know,
Facts. I'm with
Yeah.
you on that though, too.
Now, if it came down to Al Harris, I think we should have kept Al Harris. But at the same time, who knows? We
but
don't make
since you
front
bo-
office decisions.
but since you boys mentioned Rashad Fenton, this is
Sling.
a this is recording the this is according to PFF, but I don't really take PFF stats with a full grain of salt. But Rashad Fenton has a 81.9 PFF grade. That's second in the league among quarterbacks with 100 snaps. He also has a 80.9 coverage grade, which is fifth in the league, and he has a 59.5 passer rating allowed, which is seventh in the league. So, sleeping balling, boys. He's ready
Sling.
to. And Sleep tweeted like he's ready to start. Sleep tweeted like he's ready to start. He's ready to earn his respect or get his respect. So
Yes.
he's been proving it.
Yes. It ain't no denying. Sleep been balling since he got this shot.
Hmm.
This is gonna be
And
a
like,
nice test this week, man.
See, and that's where I say, why not play a Armani Watts? Because the same reason we were sleeping on Sleep came in and balled out because he knew his job was on the line. Why you think Watts ain't gonna come in and give you the same type of energy? Even if he's bad, he can give you the same type of energy.
right, right.
At this point, let's see. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? At this point,
And Clinton mentioned it last episode. Like he was playing well. Like when he was like a rookie or a second year player, he was playing well when he got the opportunity to start. And then he had the ACL injury. It's been a few years since then. Like the ACL injury been dead and gone. All right,
oh,
just give him another shot again.
bruh. So I gotta get back in here, man. But okay, so my prediction is, I think we win. I think we put up more than I think we put up a few touchdowns, 3, 4 touchdowns. I think the defense comes to play. I think they harass Derek Carr. Um, our secondary is gonna have to make some moves. I think if Snead builds off that game from last week and Mooney and Sleep, I think they come to play. Um, my player of the game, I think it's time for that Josh Gordon game. I think our offense, I think it's time. I think they've been preparing it. What better game to get back right than versus the Raiders? It just got to be your get right back game. You know what I'm saying? So on defense, I think I want to go Mooney, but it might be one of the secondary guys that's going to get off. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a hard fought game. It's gonna be close because it's the Raiders. It's the division game. They know us. We know them. They want to prove it in front of their hometown or their home stadium. But we just need W's right now, bro. We just need them. I think Pat is gonna look like Pat this week, and we'll see how far that goes with us. You know what I'm saying? So the Raiders been banged up. Physically and mentally with all the stuff going on and off the field. So they right for this. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and help them throw away the chair and let them hang themselves, bro. And the whole AFC, Baltimore came out. I don't know what that was, but you shouldn't be losing to Miami. It's no way. Even if they get up, you shouldn't lose to Miami.
They
And a quarterback
they
with a
just
broken
as bad
finger.
as Jacksonville. Keep going, country.
Buffalo.
Keep going,
It's
country.
Buffalo played us, and they thought the season was over. They thought they won a Super Bowl. They had a parade. They had ticker tape, all that good stuff. Buffalo ain't played good since they played us. Tennessee is on borrowed time because Derrick Henry is 85% of your offense. It's gonna come back to bite you. It's gonna come back to bite you eventually. Who else? The Colts. They ain't those contenders. San Diego. I think San Diego, the Chargers. I think they kind of teetering a little bit, and somebody's gonna get hurt with the Chargers. It happens every season. Somebody gonna tear their ACL or break their hip or something silly out of nowhere. They always do it. So Denver, I don't know. Denver came out and smacked Dallas, but I think that's because they had a point to prove with Von Miller getting shipped off to LA. So we'll see
And
if
then
that can carry over, but I doubt it. But
and
hey,
then
I
Dak
gotta
been out
go.
for 2 weeks.
I gotta go, man. My son's at basketball practice, man. I appreciate y'all. We'll see. I will see y'all after the game. Boogie and Chuck, y'all hold it down, bro. Appreciate you.
All right, family, take it easy, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well, that was the people's champ, as he calls himself. But anyway, yeah, dog. But yeah, Boogie, I heard your little comment. I heard your little comment in the middle of country, getting his stuff off, man. Miami being just as bad as Jacksonville. At the end of the day, who got a worse record between Miami and Jacksonville?
by one game, Chuck. Come on, man. Don't do that. Don't do
It,
that,
it don't
man.
matter. It don't matter.
Come
It
on,
don't
Chuck.
matter. It don't matter. Your boy lost to Jacksonville. At the end of the day, your boy lost to Jacksonville. The real Josh Allen is in Jacksonville, not Buffalo, people.
Mm,
But
mm,
nah,
mm.
Hey, Boog, I want to ask you this, man. I want to ask you about a tweet from Matt Verderami. He was saying that he was quote tweeting Rashad Finn's PFF stats. He was saying that some need to give Brett Veach more respect. He's consistently gotten the exit value in days two and three, and it was including L'Jarius Sneed, Rashad Finn, Trey Smith, Creed Humphrey, Nick Bolton, Juan Thornhill, Derek Nottie, and others. So I mean, how do you feel about the comment? Because yeah, Brett Veach has been better in day two and day three, but we definitely want him to be better in day one. Because mainly the draft, mainly you set the tone in day one. Don't you think you set the tone in day one?
I agree with everything you just said. I'm not. I'm pro. I like Brett Veach, man. I don't get it twisted. I like Veach. He's just not hitting in the premium spots early in the draft, man. We're not drafting Pro Bowlers. We're drafting decent players. Fitting. That's a good pickup, like you said. Him and Snead, Trey Smith. That means you can draft if you can draft players that deep in the draft. We just need an impact player early. We're not really getting that. We haven't got it. We don't have one impact player that we could just say, damn, Veach drafted him. He's at skill position. So that's all we really want, man. We want him to go draft a cornerback that's going to shadow. We want him to go draft a pass rusher that's going to give us 10, 15 sacks. We want a receiver that he drafts to get us 10 touchdowns. That's all we want, man. But I do think he deserves credit for that, man. He found the diamonds in the rough. But like you said, we just want somebody early, man. Get us a top notch skill position player in the first round that produces, and we good, man.
Yep, definitely, man. And like, yeah, my thing is this: with this current draft, I think he's finally is turning the corner as far as like getting Pro Bowls because I think Trace at this rate is looking like Trey Smith and Creed Humphrey might be in the Pro Bowl or getting selected to the AFC Pro Bowl this season just based on how they playing. So maybe this could be the start, but I definitely want Brett Veach to hit on day one more often moving forward because I mentioned it before in previous episodes. Like I'm like, dog, we need a TJ Watt, we need a Miles Garrett on that D line. You know what I mean? But
That's all
but
I'm asking.
Frank,
Or damn shit. Can we get us a Sherman? Get us a corner that's go be here for 10 years that's like that guy that we say, look, Julio or AJ Brown or Stephon Diggs, you go hold him. Everybody else do what y'all do, but you just hold him all game. Or that side all game. I want somebody like that at corner. or a Pro Bowl
DJ,
safety.
but DJ, we've had more than one day one pick before.
He
We
wasn't
was
even our GM,
Yeah,
and
right.
we give
That
him
was
credit for
Dorsey.
that.
Right.
And
We for
we
some
still
reason we
give
give him
him
credit
credit
for
for
that.
that. Who fault?
No. Clyde was a first round pick. What you mean?
Yeah.
And it,
Mm.
and then didn't he have another year when he had a late first rounder? I don't know. I have to double check that.
Hey,
But anyway,
but even if it's not first round, I get it second day,
or
but early second round picks,
right.
that's what else we into. You trade in second round pick. You traded up for Breland Speaks. You traded up for McCole Hartman. That's what we talking about. You trading those picks, you could have traded up in the first round if that's what you really wanted. If it's a first day you wanted that bad. You trading up doing stuff that's not helping. That's what we talking about.
Yeah, but anyway though, just get back to the matchup. Let's get back to the Raiders in general, dog. There's some other key acquisitions they made in the offseason. Like getting KJ Wright and Denzel Perryman was huge for their linebacker core because their linebacker core was looking weak right before the season kicked off, and then they picked up KJ Wright and Perryman at the last minute right before preseason, and and that's kind of helped too because those are two guys that are very familiar with Gus Bradley's scheme, heading all the way back to Chargers days with Perryman and Seattle days with KJ
Let's see.
Wright. So overall, man, like with all the stuff that's going on with the Raiders and everything, like we mentioned at the beginning of the show, everybody's got 5 wins. Anybody can win this division right now. And I've said it, like even with the Raiders in a situation right now, um, that I think they'll be one of the two teams that come out the AFC West. I really feel that.
That's
So like,
possible. I just think personally with this game, Chuck, I really think we caught them at the right place at the right time. Because looking at that Giants game, they didn't even play bad against the Giants. It's just fourth quarter came, they start playing like the Raiders. They was giving up the run all game, like you were saying, Booker. I ended up catching it. But Card, bad pick six. Then he's just loading it up, pick. They doing stuff like that. They really cost it themselves. Missed an easy field goal. Like, they start raidering. If they start doing that, we can really beat them, man. They start pressuring
y-
Carr at the end. He start playing like Carr. I, I think we caught him at the right time, man.
yep. And what really shocked me is that Daniel Carlson is one of the best kickers in the National Football League, and he missed a chip shot 25-yard field goal. I'm like, huh?
They said the shortest missed kick this year.
So I'm like, that was crazy. That was just wild. You know what I mean? But yeah, like you said though, at the end of the day, the Raiders organization, they'll have a tendency to Raider no matter what, whether it's on the field or off the field. But speaking of that though, man, like, do you think something else gonna come up with the Raiders, dog, or is this the last of it, bro? Because it seems like the move to Vegas, seems like this team is not, seems like their team not hasn't been disciplined since they moved out to Vegas, man. And we all know Vegas is known as Sin City. So a lot of crazy things are
Have you
going
seen the
on.
meme? It's like, have you seen the meme? It's like 5 days with no incident for the Raiders. That shit
Yep, yep,
funny as
I see
hell, man.
it. Yeah. Yeah, that was crazy, man. But yeah, dog. Just to wrap things up, man, Boog, let's get into it, man. Who you got for your player of the game on offense and defense?
Defense, I'm going easy. I'm going with Bolton because I told you, I seen how Josh Jacobs, to me, he's the engine on the Raiders. If we stop him early and make them pass it, I think we cool. So Bolton can meet him early at them holes. I like that. On offense, man, we gonna need Daryl. I don't think Daryl Williams is 100-yard type of back, but we gonna need that running game this week for real. Like you always say, for the balance. But like you said, Crosby #1 in the league in pressures, and Don Quake spell check. He getting forced fumbles. He getting pressured all damn year, man. He's all pro type player, so that's gonna be tough. We got to make sure they don't dominate the game. We can't let the D line of the Raiders beat us. So the only way to do that is to run the ball, play action, run at those pass rushers, make them work, make it a long day for them. So I'm gonna go with Darrell Williams to run the ball, and I'm gonna go with Bolton on defense. Who
Yep.
you got?
Yeah, man. You mentioned the running game. Like, if Devontae Booker can get his game off against the Raiders, dog, I don't see why this running back group can't.
Yeah.
So that's good. That's a good pick, man. Um, Offensively, man, you know what? I'm with you on the running game because I think honestly, if we get our running game going, we have great opportunities to get play action passes going off, man. And I want to see the
Yes,
play action
yes,
passes
yes,
more so from under center. I don't want to see it from shotgun. RPOs,
yes.
RPOs dead that for a minute. Let's dead the RPOs for a minute, dog. Like defenses are caught on to that. So yeah, I think I'm with you on the running game, bro. Cause like we put up the highlight reel yesterday. We seen Tyreek have monster games against his Raiders team before. But at the same time, this is a different defense coordinator. Who knows? But Tyreek also got his game off against Gus Bradley defense too. So hey, we might get the same thing again from Tyreek. Defensively, we need that shark, man. We need that shark again, dog. 5'5" and he ain't offsides,
Let's
man.
get it.
Yeah, we need another big game because I think Kyle mentioned it in the comments. He's going up against a rookie. No, wait a minute. I think I might say Chris Jones. But anyway, man, I think Chris Jones' presence is going to open it up for Frank, and Frank just got to take advantage of it, dog. Frank, he's over his stomach issues for now. He looks great, man. He looks like how he did in Seattle. You know what I mean? Screaming off that edge for that 1 year he had. So I'm going with the shark, and I'm going to go with the run game, man. So before we conclude the show, score prediction.
I keep going 30s and we keep hitting the under, Chuck. I'm gonna go
Right.
24-20 Chiefs.
See, I like that. Cause I think Vegas overall is spot on with this game. I know the Chiefs are over up at as a 2.5 point favorite, and I really think this game is gonna go down to the wire again. It's either gonna be
Oh yeah.
us being down. It's either gonna be us being down and Patrick has the ball in his hands last and do it to him again like he did last year. Without the fans. This time around, we're gonna have fans in the building. Raider Nation's gonna be in the building, so the different element is gonna make a little bit of difference. It's just a matter of us being composed throughout the entire game and just handling business. So it's gonna come out of that, either a Harrison Bucker field goal, or the defense may have to get out on the field and get a stop at the end to win this game. And I'm gonna go.
I like that.
You said in the 20s, so I'm gonna stick with that, and I'm gonna say it's either gonna be 28-27 or 27-21. It's one of them joints, dog.
Okay.
So yeah, man, it's gonna be that close. I'm probably gonna go 28-27.
I'll take that. I'll take a close one like this Sunday night.
Cause listen, you know how these primetime games are this year, man. These primetime games ain't no joke, man. They've been going out to the wire a lot, whether it's Sunday night or
And
Monday night.
rivals, you know how Chiefs and Raiders is anyway, man. It's
Yeah,
been like the last since Andy Reid been here, Chiefs versus Raiders is it's always close for the most part. So it's gonna be a hell of a game. I can't wait.
hell, this rivalry in general, dog. We can go back even further, man. So
Yeah.
let's see. Agreed adding especially. Okay. Kyle was talking to somebody in the comments. But anyway, Bug, man, that's gonna conclude our show today, everybody. We getting close, y'all. Sunday night football in Vegas. You know what I mean? And for those in Chiefs Kingdom who didn't made it out to Vegas, stay safe, enjoy the game, and we're gonna be celebrating on their turf once the clock hits zero. So with
Yes,
that being
sir. Yes,
said,
sir. Fuck the Raiders, man. R.I.P. Marty Schottenheimer. Fuck the Raiders. We gonna pull this shit off. Take over Vegas.
Yes, sir. Arrowhead West, dog. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share on all your social media platforms. Until the next episode, fuck the Raiders. We out of here.